Verse 43. Even because of the mind being deluded, there is a somewhat perceived as real. Being bound up with the two Svabhavas, there is a transformation of the Alayavijnana. So we've got two technical terms here, Svabhava and the Alayavijnana. I covered Svabhava in video 30, and the Alayavijnana is part of consciousness which was described in video 15. But I'll summarise it. The two Svabhavas are the two realities which normally dominate our awareness. One is the reality of the culture in which we live, the values and norms of that culture, and the second is the scientific reality. And these are results of the deluded mind, and they're taken as real, even though they clearly aren't real. One is culturally determined, and therefore quite different to that of other cultures, and the scientific one is normally taken as a touchstone of reality by many people, when in fact it's nothing more than a model. Science itself says this. It can be nothing more than a model. The advantage of a model is that it allows you to predict things. It allows you to take control of things. Well, this is good. But there's no truth in this. It's not taking us to the truth. It's no more true than a car is true. We do not measure our truth by technology. So the mind in its delusion is caught up in these two realities, the cultural reality or the scientific reality. And there's this transformation of the Alayavijnana. The Alayavijnana is, once again, our essential awareness. It's actually what is transformed into these two Svabhavas. Awareness is transformed into whatever it's aware of. So it's transformed into our cultural beliefs, our religious or political or social beliefs. That becomes our reality. Or it's transformed into the reality of scientific thought. Science becomes our truth. But as verse 44 says, the world is no more than thought construction, and there rages an ocean of views as regards ego and things. When the world is clearly perceived as such, and there takes place a revulsion, this one is my child who is devoted to the truth of perfect knowledge. So everything that we believe is real, everything that we believe is the world, everything that we believe is true. All of these are no more than thought constructions. They're notions, they're concepts, they're ideas. They're ideas which trigger our passion. We are swept along in this ocean of views as regards ego and things. Well, this relates to the self, the nature of the individual, and how we believe things are. The word here is dharma. The word dharma also refers to the teachings of the Buddha, the teachings that point us towards truth, but in this context dharma just means the fundamental constituents. So once we realize this, once we realize that there's nothing of substance in the world, there's nothing in the world that can give us satisfaction, there's what is described here as a revulsion. In brackets it says in the mind, but it's in the mind and heart. And the word here is Paravritti. And what it means, what it is the turning away from perversion. The belief in the reality of our ideas, our moods, our thought constructions, our notions, that's perversion. This Paravritti is when we turn towards what is truly real. We become devoted to the truth of perfect knowledge, and in doing so, we become a child of the Buddha.